I now declare that all are assembled for the 126th Commencement of Eastern Connecticut State University. My name is Gregory Kane, and I'm the President of the University Senate. To open this ceremony, I call on Ms. Courtney Callaway to give the invocation. Will all please stand?
I would like to invite you all to bow your heads and join me in a spiritual moment of reflection. Gracious and merciful one, we come together in celebration of this occasion. Let us be humbled in awe of every blessing received and door opened. We come with a heart of gratitude to you, our families, and our friends who have stood by us, who have sacrificed for us, and encouraged us. We know we are blessed. We remember those who are not standing with us this evening. However we got here, every experience we've had, all the classes we've taken, and all the people we've met, we're a part of the journey to get us here this evening. In times of sadness and isolation, you gave us strength, perseverance, and confidence within ourselves to continue on even when we thought we couldn't. We ask in your name, O Righteous One, that you be the support and companion some of us need while our futures weigh heavily on our hearts. Continue to watch over us and keep us focused on the right path. Be everything we need when we need it. Thank you for our future endeavors which lie before us. Let us be upright stewards of your work and continue to do positive work in our careers. Let us fight against injustice. Let us use our voices and knowledge to bring good to this world in a time of evil. Let us be able to lay the foundation for the next to come so we may bring wisdom and truth to guide them. Like our professors, our mentors, our family and friends have done for us. We ask that you continue to bless this university that has instilled so many great things in us. We stand confident in our education, eagerly awaiting what is to come. Every ending creates a new beginning, and with you, great things are yet to come. Eastern has been the foundation and aided in the process of creating who we are destined to be. A wise friend once told me, "Let your confidence lead your steps, but let your humanity set the direction." We ask these things in your name. Amen.
Thank you, Ms. Callaway. And now to sing America the Beautiful, I call on Ms. Shelby Larson, Ms. Caitlin McDonough, Ms. Delaney Jordan, Ms. Mariah Parrott, Ms. Alexis Kurtz, and Ms. Judy Reed.
Purple
Thank you for the beautiful rendition. Please remain standing until the governor's foot guard and pipe band depart. Dr. Nunez, it is with great pleasure that I present to you the graduating class of 2016.
Thank you, Grand Marshal Kane. On behalf of the university, I acknowledge the graduates and extend my congratulations to the class of 2016. Graduates, help me thank all the people who helped you get here. Will the parents, guardians, and grandparents please stand so we can say thank you? Will the spouses, partners, brothers and sisters, and children please stand so we can say thank you? Will the aunts, uncles, cousins please stand so we can say thank you? And will all the friends please stand so we can say thank you? Welcome to the 126th Commencement of Eastern Connecticut State University, Connecticut's only public liberal arts university. This is a time you will remember for years to come, for it is today that you begin a new chapter in your life. This 126th commencement is a special milestone for the university's history, and I am very pleased that you are here to share it with us today. Welcome to these proceedings.
It is my pleasure to introduce the platform party and today's readers. I will ask them to stand as introduced and ask you to hold your applause until all are announced. From my right in the back row is Dr. Walter Diaz, Dean of Students, Mr. Jim Howarth, Vice President, Finance and Administration, Mr. Kenneth DeLisa, Vice President, Institutional Advancement, Mr. Kenneth Bedini, Vice President, Student Affairs, Mr. Garrett Boyzelinski, Chief Information Officer. From my right in the next row is Ms. Ellen Lang, President of the ECSU Alumni Association, Class of 1981. Mr. Justin Murphy, President of the ECSU Foundation Board, Class of 1998. Dr. Stacy Close, Associate Vice President, Office of Equity and Diversity. Mr. Demetrius S. Packus, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs. Dr. Jacob Easley II, Dean, School of Education and Professional Studies, Graduate Division. Dr. Carmen R. Sid, Dean, School of Arts and Sciences. From my right in the front row is Father Larry Lapointe, Foundation for Campus Ministry. Mr. Jerry Franklin, Commencement Speaker and Honorary Degree Recipient. Dr. Elsa M. Nunez, President. Mr. Mark Ojakian, President, Connecticut State Universities, Colleges and Universities. Regent David R. Jimenez, Connecticut Board of Regents, Higher Education. Mr. Ernie Eldridge, Mayor, Town of Wyndham. Dr. Jeffrey Shaler, 2016 Distinguished Professor. Will the readers for today please stand? The readers are Professors Edmund Chabot, Ann Dawson, Daniel Swichenko, Ross Conan. Please join me in applauding our distinguished guests. I would like to now introduce Regent David R. Jimenez, who will extend greetings on behalf of the Board of Regents.
Good evening, class of 2016. It's on behalf of my fellow board members of the higher education, I join with President Nunes to bring greetings and congratulations to each member of the class of 2016 and gratitude to all the parents, families, friends, and others who have supported today's graduates. I would like to extend a special welcome to our commencement speaker, CPTV President and CEO Jerry Franklin, for his time in making this a memorable event for our graduates and their families. I'm honored to be with all of you on this very wonderful occasion. Today is a significant milestone for you, and you should be incredibly proud of all of your accomplishments. We certainly are, because we know the journey was not easy. As you well know, there is no shortcut to earning an undergraduate degree, but the benefits of doing so are extraordinary for you and for all of us. Whatever your field of endeavor, whatever your oath you have chosen, whatever you can make a difference, and in many ways, you already are doing so. The Board of Regents could not be more proud of you. You energize us with the promise and the potential you represent. And we applaud the hard work and many sacrifices that you have made to get here today. The foundation of learning that you received at Eastern has prepared you well for whatever path you choose next. We are confident that your contributions to our community, to our state, and to our world have only just begun, and that you will impact and influence many along the way. On behalf of the entire Board of Regents, we hope that each of you will pursue your goals with the same dedication that brought you to this wonderful day of success and celebration. Congratulations, class of 2016.
Thank you, Regent Jimenez. I would now like to introduce President Mark Ojakian, who will extend greetings on behalf of the Connecticut State Colleges and Universities.
Thank you, and good evening, everybody. I first want to start out by acknowledging the incredible leadership of your president, Dr. Nunes, the incredible work of the faculty and staff in helping all of you get to this milestone here tonight. You know, in my job as president of this system, interacting with students is the highlight of my day. I've enjoyed talking with many of you during my campus visits, introducing you to state legislators at our state capitol, and seeing your many projects and works on display. But most of all, I enjoy the opportunity to help you celebrate the accomplishments like the one we're here to celebrate today. I first would like to start out by addressing the families that are here. I'm a parent, a grandparent. I know how much this incredible moment means to you. And as much as it is a huge milestone and accomplishment for all of the students, it is just as important to all of you. Your support, your guidance, and more likely your sacrifices are a huge reason that these students are standing up here today, graduating and getting ready to begin the next journey of their lives. I want to acknowledge you, commend you, and thank you for everything you have done to arrive at this moment. Your support has created Connecticut's future leaders, Connecticut's future workforce, and most importantly, members in each and every one community in the state of Connecticut. I know you are very proud, and you should be. And why doesn't everybody give all of the family members a round of applause? To our students, I hope you feel an immense sense of pride for being such an important part of Eastern Connecticut State University, for making unique contributions to campus life and its diversity. I know all of you are graduating today because of your academic achievement, your leadership, your service in your respective communities, and for pushing yourselves despite life's real challenges. What grounds me in my position as president is my belief in you and in the goodness of public higher education. I am inspired by you, what you have achieved, and the sacrifices you have made to be standing before me today. So I want to thank you. I want to congratulate you. I want you to know that I will continue to be a strong advocate for all the students of public education here in Connecticut. But as you make your way into the world, I urge you to join me in support of Eastern State Connecticut University by becoming alumni role models and work on behalf of future students who will follow in your footsteps and face similar challenges. I wish you all the very best in your bright future. I wish each and every one of you a successful career and a life full of abundant happiness. You are amazing students. Now go make us proud. Thank you.
Thank you, President Ojakian. I'm now pleased to introduce Mr. Bryan Hayes, the class president, who will give remarks on behalf of the senior class and present the class gift.
Good evening, President Nunez, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family, friends, and the graduating class of 2016. It has been an honor to serve as this year's senior class president. For many of us graduating tonight, our journey at Eastern began 4 years ago. Whether you were a student leader, a student athlete, or someone who gave back to the Willimantic community, all of us have benefited from the unique experiences that we've had at Eastern. On behalf of the Senior Class Committee, we would like to thank this year's graduating class for the tremendous support you have given to the High Five Scholarship Program. Our contributions will allow future Eastern students to experience the vast opportunities that our university has to offer. Together, we are leaving behind a legacy that we can all be proud of. It is with great pleasure that I present to President Nunez our class gift, an annual scholarship to future students of Eastern so that they too may benefit from the university that has given us all so much. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2016.
Thank you, Mr. Hayes. I'm delighted to introduce Ms. Gabriela Wrobel, who will present the senior class address.
Hello, everyone, on this joyous day of accomplishment. We finally made it. Congratulations to every person in this room. You have all worked extremely hard to get to where you are, and I know that you will be successful from here on out as well. I want to thank the faculty, staff, administration, as well as all of the family and friends who are here tonight for the unconditional support, time, and consideration you have all contributed to help us achieve our goals. Without all of you, we would not be in this room today, excited and eager to take our next steps toward the rest of our lives. I came to the United States from Poland at 11 years old, wide-eyed and homesick, wondering what was in store for me in this new world I was to call my home. I stand before you today, no longer afraid or looking back, because it was at Eastern, in this tight-knit community, that I found my home over the past 4 years. As a student here, I can confidently say that I've made personal connections with more than 30 faculty and staff and acquired mentors who I will continue to work with long after graduation. The value of mentors at this stage in our lives is one that cannot be taken lightly, as it is these relationships that have pushed us toward careers and all other future successes. Having someone set the bar higher than you could have ever imagined yourself is difficult to grasp, but is the greatest gift that Eastern students have received. Eastern makes this not only possible, but entirely natural through the university's focus on small classes and passionate faculty, two of the key benefits of attending Connecticut's only public liberal arts university. By connecting with the faculty on campus, I've had the chance to do independent research, aid in running a classroom as a teaching assistant, and even broaden my horizons by taking a global field course to Israel and Jordan over spring break. As students on campus, coming from diverse backgrounds and disciplines, we had the privilege of forming strong bonds with each other, largely through the numerous extracurricular activities available. Some of my best friendships have developed over long hours of planning events, volunteering in the local community, and most importantly, following our passions and interests outside of the classroom. We can leave with a sense of understanding that we have made a difference in the culture and functioning of the university by working together as a student body. After tonight, we will all go off to become our own best versions of ourselves. We will become teachers, bankers, researchers, and any or all of the other essential players in society. However, we will always have one thing in common, and that is the time we spent together at Eastern, learning from one another and changing the world as we know it. At Eastern, we have developed a deeper way of thinking about the world and the solutions to its problems. We leave here as liberally educated people, well-rounded, rational, critical, and ethical members of society, ready to create change where change is needed. Once again, I want to congratulate you all on your accomplishments while at Eastern. As you move forward, do not forget all of the lessons that you have learned at Eastern, as well as the skills you have acquired. We will branch out and reach higher every day, but as we grow, we should remember our roots and where it all started. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wrobel. Thank you very much. I would like to recognize this year's Distinguished Professor of the Year, Dr. Jeffrey Schaller. Dr. Schaller, would you please rise? Professor Schaller has been a member of Eastern's Business Administration Department since 1996 and served as the department chair from 2008 to 2010. He's an expert on operations management. Dr. Schaller's research deals with analytical mathematics in such areas as industrial engineering and production scheduling. As a result, his writings are frequently cited by many, many others in the field. His students give him high marks as a great professor, and he has helped develop numerous courses in business administration, as well as business information systems major, healthcare informatics minor, sustainable business management certificate, and other business programs. Congratulations, Dr. Schaller. You are Eastern's distinguished professor. Class of 2016, please help me thank our faculty who got you here. Would the faculty please rise? Thank you. Now, I would like to recognize Mr. Jerry Franklin for the purpose of awarding him an honorary degree, a Doctor of Humane Letters. Mr. Franklin graduated from Georgia Southern University, later receiving his master's degree in telecommunications management from Indiana University. For the past 30 years, Mr. Franklin has been president and CEO of the Connecticut Public Broadcasting Network, providing leadership for Connecticut Public Television and WNPR, Connecticut's leading national public radio affiliate. Mr. Franklin is an innovator, as evidenced by the depth of CPTV's programming, including the addition of such children's programs as Barney and Friends, Thomas and Friends, and Bob the Builder. Further evidence of Mr. Franklin's commitment to children and youth was launching the Learning Lab in 2003 and its journalism and academy magnet school. Due to Mr. Franklin's leadership, CPTV and WNPR have won numerous Emmy, Peabody, and Associate Press Awards, as well as AP Mark Twain Awards for overall station excellence. In addition to his work at CPBN, Mr. Franklin is generous with his time in the community. He's a role model for each of us. He serves as a trustee at Bay Path College, a trustee of Long Wharf Theater, a member of the Governor's Industry Advisory Council, and a member of Connecticut's Children's Medical Center Foundation. It is my honor and privilege to present to you Mr. Jerry Franklin, this year's recipient of Eastern's Honorary Doctorate of Humane Letters. Would you join us at the podium? I will now ask Demetrius Pakis, the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, to come forward and read the citation.
Whereas Jerry Franklin has been the Chief Executive Officer and President of Connecticut Public Broadcasting, Inc. for more than 30 years, and whereas during his tenure at CPBN, Mr. Franklin has led a growth in programming ranging from the Infinity Hall Music Concert Series to playing a leadership role in bringing Barney and Friends, Bob the Builder, and Thomas and Friends to public television. And whereas Mr. Franklin's commitment to education led to the fall 2013 opening of CPBN's Learning Lab, which houses the Journalism and Media Academy Magnet School satellite campus. And whereas Mr. Franklin is also active in the community, serving as a member of the Connecticut Children's Medical Center Foundation and director of Southside Institutions Neighborhood Alliance, a member of the Governor's Industry Advisory Council, a member of the Board of Trustees at Bay Path College, and a trustee at Long Wharf Theater. And whereas Mr. Franklin is the recipient of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Silver Circle Award, therefore, be it resolved that on this day, the 17th of May, 2016, Eastern Connecticut State University hereby presents Mr. Jerry Franklin, the Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the honors, rights, and privileges appertaining thereto.
May I ask Regent Jimenez and President Ojakian to come forward to confer the honorary degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, the Board of Regents concurring, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Humane Letters and invest in you with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. In token thereof, I hand to you the diploma and direct that you be vested with the hood appropriate to your degree. There you go. Sharp looking red. There you go.
Wow, let me take my breath. That introduction is going to be longer than my commencement address. I will stand before you for 5 minutes, okay? And I have permission to take that hat off. Thank you, President Nunez, and President Ojakian, who's the president of our Connecticut State University system, the deans and faculty. It's just a pleasure and an honor for me to be here. Bryan Hayes, our class president, and Ms. Wrobel, wow, what terrific public speakers you are. I was mesmerized by what you said. And thank you, first of all, for allowing me to complete my doctorate. I started my doctorate nearly 40 years ago. I had just completed my master's degree, and my wife, Ida, who is here today, and also my high school sweetheart, and still is, she... I'll do anything to get an applause. But she suggested that I continue my education and pursue a doctorate, but I got distracted. We had a small daughter at the time who is also here tonight with her husband, who is a successful Eastern graduate, and they brought along with them our most gorgeous little granddaughter, Madison. Now, this is her second graduation. She just graduated from kindergarten. Now she's a proud first grader. When I was accepted in my doctoral program at Ole Miss, just a couple of miles down the road, my wife and I, we had college loans to pay. They were all mine, not hers. We had a MasterCard with a $1,000 limit that was maxed out. So I decided to delay my doctorate program. I took a job in television instead. So here I am today, completing a chapter in my life. But I must admit to you that getting this degree was much more difficult than earning my 2 previous degrees. You are about to receive your hard-earned award, a college degree from this terrific liberal arts institution. You clearly are on the right path. I really do believe that regardless of your career path, a liberal arts undergrad degree is the first step to success. Now, we've all been told it is who you know in order to get ahead. It's who you know in order to get that job or even to gain recognition. But I'm here tonight to tell you that is not true. It is totally wrong. It is not who you know, it is whom you know. We live in a world that's seemingly unending. It's a universe without limits. So much transition, so much change. And how we adjust to those changes is what life is all about. We're ending one chapter or one phase and beginning another. So I'm going to quote T.S. Eliot and Courtney Callaway. They remind us, and maybe T.S. Eliot's getting a little more recognition, Courtney, but you did a beautiful job. T.S. Eliot once said, what we call a beginning is actually an ending. The end is where we start. You're ending this phase of your college career, and I'm so envious of you. Some of you are in your 20s, and you're getting a college degree. When I was in my 20s, I was still in the United States Air Force. And I didn't think that college was ready for me. I didn't think I needed college because I knew in the 10th grade that I wanted to go into radio and television. But at that time, our country had a military draft, and I was about to get drafted in the United States Army. So to avoid being drafted, I joined the Air Force and was assigned to a television unit. And while serving during the Vietnam War, I discovered that college was important. And in order for me to achieve my goals, I had to go to college. But back to you. The end of this phase of your college life brings you back to where you started, to a beginning. Now, this concept, an ending is a beginning, is really pervasive. And it's usually a dramatic point in your life. It's a graduation, such as today, a marriage, a childbirth, but you should not be afraid of these beginnings and endings. I hope you have several. As Hartford-based minister Matt Laney reminds us, let this beginning today become a search for what you love. Don't settle for a career you don't love. Why would you marry someone you don't love? Why would you choose a career you don't love? That's like living someone else's life. Don't live someone else's life. Live yours. And live each day. Live each day, as Steve Jobs said, live each day as if it's your last day, and one day you will be right. We all remember Robert Fulghum, Everything I Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten. Now, wow. Now, I'm a courageous guy. Look at this academic royalty behind me. And I'm talking about everything I learned in kindergarten. But he tells a story, or an event, or a transition. It's similar to a beginning and an ending. It occurred when he was 12 years old. His mom said that he was old enough to get on the bus, go into town, and come back all by himself. She did not know that he was way beyond riding a bus, for he had already driven the family car around the neighborhood when Mom wasn't at home. So a scared kid gets in the car, but when the door opened next, a driver gets out. That's a transition. It's a crossing over. And all of life is like that. It's moments of transition, a crossing over. And we stitch them together, creating a quilt of wisdom. And that's our responsibility, to find out how to stitch that quilt of wisdom. You may feel overwhelmed with all of the transition, with all of the change that's going on today. You may feel like things are really coming apart. You may feel overwhelmed with the many choices you have. You may feel our country, our economy, even our world is coming unglued, and everything is so negative, especially if you listen to those presidential candidates. There seems to be too many transitions, too many changes to keep track of, and it's a long list, including global warming, terrorism, fiscal cliffs, gridlock governments. The New York Times columnist Greg Easterbrook just this past weekend wrote that optimism is no longer respectable. It has lost its standing in American public opinion. You may feel we are at a pivotal point in human history, and we are. But that is where we have always been. I hope you share my belief that our best days are ahead of us. Let's make it happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Franklin. I walk around campus and I'm reminded each day of how proud I am to be president of Eastern Connecticut State University. I meet people in my life daily that are negative about the future, and I always tell them, come to Eastern. Come to Eastern. I look at the future every day, and I know we're in great hands. Back on our campus this spring semester that we just completed, it was a whirlwind. We opened a new Fine Arts Instructional Center with more than 40 events scheduled through the spring. I'm sure those of you who have already visited the new Art Center would agree that it is truly an amazing addition to our campus. Proud home to the faculty and students in art and art history, music, and theater programs. If you haven't been in the new building yet, I encourage you to attend an upcoming event this fall. It has impressed everyone who has had an opportunity to visit. We have been busy on other fronts. On our campus research conference had 300 students participating this year, a record. Our athletic teams have had an outstanding year on and off the field, and our students continue to contribute thousands of hours to their community because they're proud. We had an outstanding year, and you should be proud. Today is the culmination of that year when more than 1,200 students here today embark on the next chapter of their journey. Today is their day. My friends, today it is your day. And so I say to each graduate, congratulations. I have one simple request to make of you, to each of you, and I know you will take it to heart. The world we live in is in transition. There's climate change, a fragile global economy, regional conflicts throughout the world that create tension that you and I feel almost each day. Your talents and your contributions are very much needed. We need each of you, as our nation and the global society look to you for leadership. As you begin your career, take care of yourself, take care of your family, of course, but make sure that you take time to help others when you can. You will find that supporting and helping others will strengthen you each day. St. Francis of Assisi once said, "Remember, when you leave this earth, you take nothing that you have received, but you take what you have given." A full heart enriched by honest service, a full heart filled with love and sacrifice and courage. May each of you have a long, successful life marked by courage, strengthened through sacrifice, and enriched by service to others. To your parents and families, let me say, I know how proud you are of these students. Thank you for supporting them each day of their lives and making the personal and financial sacrifices to ensure their success. To our faculty and staff, I thank each of you for the guidance and for the learning environment you have provided for our graduates. They know you care, and that means everything to each of them. Eastern's athletic name is Warrior, and while our student athletes compete against other teams on the playing field, our entire campus wages a battle daily. We wage a battle as warriors against ignorance, against apathy, against prejudice, and against self-indulgence. We want to instill a sense of personal courage, confidence, and commitment in each of our students as they go forth to lead lives of dignity, integrity, and truth, and a mutual commitment to making a difference in this world. To our graduates, let me say, you are now part of our big Eastern family. past, present, and future, 126 years. To the students, faculty, administration, alumni, family, and friends, thank you. Draw strength from the Eastern family. It will always be there for you. Speaking of family and friends, I think the people who have supported you throughout your lives deserve a special round of applause. Parents, other family members, and friends are excellent, excellent role models for all of us. During the past 4 years, another group has joined your loved ones in guiding you, supporting you, and helping you, and that's, of course, all the students around you. Let me speak now one more time. Amidst your joy and celebration, I ask you to spend some time today in reflection. Please step back for a moment and think about the past 4 years, what you have learned and what you're taking from Eastern as you continue on this journey. I hope you look forward to the next chapter in your lives with optimism and expectation, knowing that faculty and staff on campus have done their utmost to prepare you for this day. I believe you can feel confident in your liberal arts education that Eastern has given you, your critical thinking skills, your excellent communication skills, and those wonderful analytical skills you developed over 4 years. These will take you to a long, long way on your career path. Now it's time to go forth with strength, purpose, and dignity, with confidence in your abilities as you take the new challenge. Congratulations and Godspeed.
Thank you, Dr. Nunez. I call on Demetrius S. Packus to present the degree candidates.
Dr. Nunez, we've come to the principal reason why we're here today, the awarding of degrees to those candidates who have met the academic degree requirements established by the faculty of their respective schools. On behalf of the university faculty, it is my pleasure to present the graduating class of 2016. These candidates have fulfilled the requirements of the university as approved by the Board of Regents. We begin with the candidates for the degree Master of Science, who will be presented by Dr. Jacob Easley II, Dean of the School of Education and Professional Studies and Graduate Division. We ask that all students and family members in attendance remain at the ceremony until all degrees have been presented.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in the School of Education and Professional Studies please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I confer upon you the degree Master of Science with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
The Marshal will now guide you to the platform to receive your diplomas, signifying your graduation from Eastern Connecticut State University.
Efronzini Arvantinis. Ryan Andrew Sullivan. Damali Abensets. Martha Funderburg. Ruby Fernandez. Kelly Marie Lambanara. Daniel Patrick Marceau. Michael Henry. Andrew David St. Jean. Stephanie Lynn Gianfrido. Allison Jansen O'Connor. Adriana Geitler. Ronald Parlanti. Nicole Catherine Vitello. Amber Ellen Gill. Tasia Rose Bryant.
We shall proceed with the conferring of undergraduate degrees. Candidates for undergraduate degrees will be presented by the dean of their respective schools in order in which their names appear in your program. I call upon Dr. Jacob Easley II, Dean of the School of Education and Professional Studies and Graduate Division.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science in the School of Education and Professional Studies please rise and remain standing?
I call upon Dr. Carmen R. Sid, Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences.
Will the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science in the School of Arts and Sciences please rise and remain standing?
Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of General Studies, Education, and for the degree Associate in Science please rise and remain standing?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of General Studies, and Associate in Science with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Nunez. Please be seated and proceed to the podium as directed by the marshals.
Sarah Froelich, magna cum laude. Karolina Shersnowska, University Honors, magna cum laude. Kyle Francis Mullins, magna cum laude. Elena Christina DeLuca, summa cum laude. Love Andreline Case. Catherine Ann Walsh. Anthony John Lombongino. Connor Evan O'Neill. Courtney Marie D'Annunzio. Georgina Carajalios, Haley Dawn Gill, Molly Mae Bushy, Sydney Marie Hayes, Ian Alexander Peters, University Honors Scholar, summa cum laude. Jezebel Aponte, magna cum laude. Scott Michelle Hinojosa. Joshua Stanton Dempsey. Gabrielle Anna Wrobel, University Honors Scholar, magna cum laude. Gregory James Delmazio. Bryan Charles Hayes. Dominika Shepka. Clement Simon Duval. Jessica Marie Costa, magna cum laude. Shelby Jade Larson. Matthew Richard Broughton, Dean's Distinction. Margaret M. Bugnacki, magna cum laude. Richard John Griffith. Hennessy Aspinare II. Hennessy Aspinar II. Alphonse Ferdinand Catullo Jr. Nina W. Altieri, Michael Aaron Freilich, Susan Walker Atkinson, cum laude, Daisy Garcia, Carly Victoria Grillo, Sean Ryan Chimaluski, cum laude, Kyle Richard Gerard, cum laude, Tyler Daniel Stebbins, magna cum laude, Victoria Elizabeth Sherwinski, Cole James Fleer, Brandon Giuseppe Geyer, Jeremy John Batye, Casey Rose Carmody, Brittany Susan Cardillo, cum laude, Amanda Megan Biggins, Emma Nicole Daly, Amber Lee Eisenhower, Ryan Connor Desain, Samantha A. Foreman, cum laude, Erin Ann Brooks,
Megan Eloise Cottarelli, cum laude. Cooper Christian D'Ambrosio, cum laude. Cody Michael Barrett. Caitlin M. Cullen. Erin Ann Fitzsimmons. Christine Lynn Gaumond. Christopher James Gardella, summa cum laude. Danielle Page Fountain. Christina Elise Gonzalez. Allison Marie Brown. Bridget Fitzgerald Begley.
Allison Louise Butler, magna cum laude. I'll be done. John William Elander.
Juliana Ahana Sebastiana Della Palano. Olivia Adele Esposito, cum laude. Amber Marie Frugetti. Michael James Branch, cum laude. Sarah Rachel Bemis, magna cum laude. Kayla Eve Dixon, magna cum laude. Ty Douglas Kaligi. Nicole Suzanne Chambers. Talene Zabel Belian. Tyler Kinney Davis. Joseph Henry Bray Jr. Stephen R. Battapaglia. Kendall Christine DeMichelle. Dylan Michael DeMayo. Connor James Fagan, cum laude. Brandy Angeline Borowski, cum laude. Jason Andrew Ferguson, magna cum laude. Cody Emerson Brown. Matthew James Aaliyah. Daniel Thomas Carbone. Samantha Francis Patero, cum laude. Kirby Ann Bunnell, cum laude. Laura Elizabeth Chikoka. Sean Patrick Feckman. Brandon Joseph Gelati, cum laude. Michael Lewis Delanio. Angus Quinton Dean, cum laude. Theodore Rocco Ferroni. Heather Lynn Avery. Carly Mae Fiala. Cara Marie Dottolo. Taylor Lynn McQueen, cum laude. Damon Robert Gray. Gaurav Prakash Sinha, Dean's Distinction. Kaylee Jane Zern. Ethan Culver McCain, cum laude. Kara Michelle McDonough. Laura Ann Dorman. JC Lee Cotto. Brittany Taylor Bronner. Megan Catherine Condren, magna cum laude. Jenna Marie Brown, magna cum laude. Brooke Ashley Baton, magna cum laude. Rebecca Taylor Ish. Michael Robert Edwards II. Christopher Nicholas Francois. Erica Ivor Johnson. Laureen Michelle Wells, cum laude. Erica Storm Jagle. Hunter Lawson Brochu. Ali Charles DeValle. Matthew James Chapokas. Brendan Thomas Duffy. Alex Kevin Fretz. Melissa Shannon Golay. Megan Janet Davis. Danielle Roman Pereira, summa cum laude. Brett Andrew Bosanol, second lieutenant. Terrell Celine Buck. Anthony Richard DeLuca. Annie E. Chosik, magna cum laude. Adarius Marie Andino. Jalen Gardner. Benjamin Alexander Brady, cum laude. Michael Joseph Colantonio, cum laude. Derek James Allen. Andriana Beatrice Blanchette. Amy Lynn Bowen. James Francis Cook. Dylan James Bacon. Richard Shahid Elamine. Jason Thomas Gentile. Hillary Grace Cavalander. Connor Lyle Eastman.
Kyle Joseph Bolden. Thomas August De Filippo. Tess Watkins Mraz. Matthew Alexander Kelly. Cooper Dean Kelly. Jesse Danielle Petrini. Megan Claire Casella. Kylie Alexis McCartney. Marissa Ann Minor Magna Cum Laude. Anthony Ernest Hepner. John Nicholas Michael. Kelly Lynn Polson, summa cum laude. Melissa Ann Leitnan. Connor Alexander Clark. Michael Francis Mokovic Jr. Bradley D. Peterson. Andrew Jacob Kaiser. Joseph Ryan. Tyler Joseph Riando. Luke Prescott Marino. Shannon Patricia McCourt. Taylor Marie Roberts. Victoria Ann Foll, cum laude. Jill Ann Ritrovsky, summa cum laude. Michael Ho. Armand Corbaciun. Manuel Pereira. Kyle Dixon McMahon, magna cum laude. Jason Bernard Plummer. Kyle James Rankin. Joshua Allen McVeigh. Kyle Hannelore Norton. Kira Lynn Hood. David John Kevney. Matthew R. Derosian. Joseph Sawyer Mezerana. Randy Heath Rubenstein, Andrew Carl Rosa, Peter James Haggerty, Nathan Christopher Irons, James Daniel Bronowicki, Amber Elizabeth Heim, cum laude, Joyce Poon, magna cum laude, Shelby Lynn Jordan, cum laude, Lauren Elizabeth Parker, Allison Armstrong Rollins, Caitlin Ann Murphy, cum laude, Jordan Harrison Manningham, Anthony Michael Piccoli, Tyler Cameron Piasecki, Isabel Palmer, Sam Wise, William Halflin, Zachary J. La Sala, Thomas Arsenio Laura, Michael Denise Casinis, Peter Jameson, Crystal Daniel Voigt, Robert Corey Keene, Kyle Christopher Hart, Michael Paul Higgins, cum laude, Ryan Gregory Kelly, Carissa Lynn Riccio, Carly Elizabeth Petrone, Devin Mary Quinn, Alexandra Lynn Olson, Abigail Lynn Mascaritolo, cum laude, Jamie John Malcolm, cum laude, Kevin Lomani, Tishon D. Mullins, Jessica Lee Oliveira, cum laude, Hannah Maureen Kaiser, cum laude, Giuseppe Sarcano Parisi, William Keith Jack, Lauren Francis Mahone, magna cum laude, Sarah Ann Peterson, cum laude, Liam Joseph Murphy, Jennifer Lynn Lipman,
Katie Mary Riley, Brianna Mary Hill Fresh, Sarah Joan Harder, Carly Ann Smitkowski, Craig Fitzsimmons McCabe, Katarina Nicole Corticelli, magna cum laude, Allison Marie Pinto, Jennifer Nicole Dubois, Kiana Jane Johnson, cum laude, Cassandra Rose Kelly, Stephanie Amelia Staubel, cum laude, Michelle Tiffany Hanjack, cum laude, Eric L. Jones, Valerie Ann Lewis, Harrison Mark Feed, Jason Lima, Jake R. Kattinger, Jacob Even Policarpo, Zachary Goodwin Rice, cum laude, Nicholas Timothy Lagasse, magna cum laude, William Nicholas Costellas, David Andrew Miller, Catherine P. Peel, magna cum laude, Abby Elizabeth Mercedes Canur, Camelia Nowak, magna cum laude, Elena Zahara Moesh, Samantha Elizabeth Marsh, University Honor Scholar, magna cum laude, Karen Marie Neubauer, David Edward Hardy, Clara Massini, Richard Alec Hodge III, Stephen Michael Halleck, or certain Asagi, Gabriela Alexandra Holder, Melissa Beth Halloran, Melissa Ann Hayes. Andrea Elizabeth LaRocca. Sonia Marie Pelletier, cum laude. Mark Austin Nelson, magna cum laude. Michael J. Mastriani. Ivan Andres Raquelme Maldonado, cum laude. Christian Schaefer Page. Jose Jabari. Gabrielle Alexis Rosa. Nicole Elizabeth Ricard, cum laude. Daniel Rosado. Zachary Francis Rinaldi. James DeBourgeois McDowell. Eric Zachary Lewis. Timothy Glenn Jones. Connor Liam McManus. Ethan Elias Bodino Akasa. Brendan Joseph Lohed. Maximilian Blade Hansen. Anthony David Gretadoria. Anna Priscilla Oval Pasquale, cum laude. Kiera C. Paz, magna cum laude. Clarissa Heather Paquette, cum laude. Carolyn Hohen Utsby. Mark Anthony Lake Jr. Kyle Aaron Kroll. Paul Christopher Hanlinen Jr. Peter Vincent Rapali. Hannah F. Mamakle, cum laude. Stephanie Marie Sequin, cum laude. Chelsea Louise Scanlon. Robert Manuel Hart. Bobby Jake Reed, cum laude. Vladimir Joseph. Jessica Rivera. Kyle Evan Roberts. Alexis Valerie Pelachikia, cum laude. Joseph Peter Kalis. Kenichi Ralph Nezianya. Alexander Kurt Nagler, cum laude. Kelly Lynn Murphy. Peter Maslak. Sherry Liz Gilronan. Danielle Lynn Drager, cum laude. Bo Weed. Eric Ryan Singer. Connor Daniel Sieben. Tyler Martin Schmar. Brianna Kathleen Passero. Tyler Samuel Stevens. Connor L. Walsh, cum laude. Joseph William Harvey. Corey Michael Watson. Johnny Mora. Spencer Edward Haddad, magna cum laude. Sampson Ian Amendola. Karina Rose Yorsky, cum laude. Coley Elizabeth Walter, cum laude. Madeline Grace Thuma. Paige Tunnicliffe. Sean Hughes Walker. Elizabeth Woodmansee.
Carter Philip Scarazzo.
Trafford James Underwood, magna cum laude. Anthony Peter Testi. Michael Thomas Ciro. Blake Palmer Spalding.
Kate Elizabeth Taylor. Ashley Brooke Taylor. Monica Sharfosky, magna cum laude. Patrick Kevin Stewart. Alvis John Torrens. Alexander Max Wells. Matthew Anders Sylvia cum laude. Alicia Winnette White. Brooke Elizabeth Whitney. Lauren Deanne Williams. Erin Ashley Van Buren. Nicole Maria Spada. Shoana Joanne Squarick. Stephanie Lauren Katsetos Smerling. Samuel Zachary Schultz. Jason Veely. Joshua William Sharon. Trevor William Vorbin, magna cum laude. Kendrick Xavier Steer. Brandon Patrick Sheenan, cum laude. Daniel Ryan Scott. Stephanie Lee Simon. Julia Rose Sanzo. Michelle Ann Cinto. Jamie Aaron Trapasso. James Howard Underwood. Jessica Taylor Simpson. Taylor Patrick Stetson. Mark Francis Tornatore. Lawrence Paul Noel. Michael Vincent Villano. Maxwell Silva. Cassidy Lane Gallup. Amanda Beth Stevens. Erin Elizabeth Spiliget, cum laude. Taylor Lindsay Smythe. Daniel John Wonderland, summa cum laude. Jesua Q. Nicholson, cum laude. Jennifer Elise Sheen. Michael Young, Dean's Distinction. Aaron James Tierney. Christopher Albert Watts. Nicholas Alexander Tuttle. Noah Ezrin Zanal Afrin, magna cum laude. Alicia Mercedes Valario. Rachel Ann Sawyer. Miss Kristen Nicole Williams. Lee Wang.
Margaret Elizabeth Sayers, cum laude.
Caitlin M. Thibodeau, magna cum laude. Catherine Leanne Stapleton. Alexander James Smirglio. Justin Shea.
Erin Marie Druin, magna cum laude and University Honors Scholar. Caitlin Eileen McDonough. Delaney Louise Jordan, magna cum laude. Judy Louise Reed, magna cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Freilich, magna cum laude. Courtney LaDawn Callaway. Garland Alexis Mann Lamb. Mariah Alexis Parrott. Alexis Victoria Kurtz, University Honors Scholar, magna cum laude. Melissa Ann Rogers, magna cum laude. Allison Lynn Bors. Emmanuel Brabi. Roberto Gonzalez Amudio. Joshua Ariel Beltre. Jennifer Marie Disco. Brenna Rebecca Casey, cum laude. Kenisha Lachey Adams. Rachel Ann Borden, cum laude. Margaret Ruth Berkovich. Adina Ann Bernstein, Dean's Distinction. David Raymond Schoenard. Nick K.D. Keloinfon. Joseph Peter Frasano. Arnaldo Antonio Fraccaroli. Joshua Alexander Dixon. Matthew George Bouthet. Emma Elizabeth Lawton. Brendan William Gottlieb. Lindsay Jenna Spitz. Rangan Leah Wicken, magna cum laude. Lauren Chelsea Grenier, magna cum laude. Emily Louise Semmelrock. John William Benner. Tamika Juanita Connor. Rachel Ann Adams, cum laude. Nathan Josiah Ellingwood. Jacene Starr Duncan. Caitlin Rose Ahern. Alexandra Nicole Dorazio. Jessica Lynn De Felice, magna cum laude. Alia Nicole Bradley. Kyle Mackenzie Rowan. Alexis Marie Sanotti. Crystal Luna. Jocelyn Nench Fernandez. Morgan Considine, cum laude. James Patrick Culbertson. Stephanie Rose Catucci. Raphael Ovali. Kate Alexander. Samantha M. Baumgart, magna cum laude. Alexandra Lynn Cross, magna cum laude. Amy Rose Alasso, summa cum laude. Courtney Michelle Danieluk, magna cum laude. May Claire Ehrenfeld, magna cum laude. Diana Rose Jimenez. Clint Patrick Gosselin, cum laude. Sierra Marie Gonzalez. Kyle Colin Dennis. Mallory Ann Buchigros. Sabrina Nicole Cosiero. Abby Lillian Frasinelli. Ty Douglas College. Samantha Elizabeth Marsh, University Honors Scholar, magna cum laude. Karen Marie Neubauer. Maggie Marie O'Connell Casto, summa cum laude. Elizabeth C. Florido. Lisa Marie Dahele. Morgan Rose Epler.
Arthur James Fontaine. Dale Thompson Jr., cum laude. Daniel Matthew Chiarella. Jimson Gregory Lima. Sean Patrick Christodore. Mitchell Weston Brooks. Eric David Bellaros. Matthew K. Potter. Andrea Marie Briggs. Raid Zeed Sidani. Richard Charles Ashley, cum laude. Alexandria Clarice Brown. Khadidra Veronica Felix. Linda Ann Devine. Kelly Rose Fields. Alex Trey Dennis. Alexis Omar Guadalupe. Ryan Mark Asipi. Matthew Bryan Gorski. Alexander Broalt. Marcus Alexander Adorno. Ashley Taylor Cleary. Jennifer Ann Bombara, cum laude. Travis Mark Dings. Sabrina Louise Croto, University Honor Scholar, summa cum laude, 2 degrees. Sarah Jane Emerson, cum laude. Alexandra Page Coppola. Stephanie Joy Cooper. Kenderly Apollone, magna cum laude. Noel Antonio Bautista. Mark James Grigg. Alexandra Nicole Garnelis. Sarah Ariel Dartford. Robert Frederick Grimm. Alexander Raymond Boré. Dakota Kyle Dolan. Cherry Rita Green, cum laude. Lauren Elaine Duke. Dean Pierce Bonney, cum laude. Sarah Hale Rand, cum laude. Zachary Jacob Hamill. Leah Morgan James. Rebecca Lynn Russell, cum laude. Abigail Morgan. Ashley Lee Pipkins. Renee Dion Ringay. Alexa Lynn Philbrook. Paige Kelly Russo. Benjamin Joseph Nichols. Allison Teresa Lindlow. Jasmine Marie Pounds. Kelsey Christina Nixon, magna cum laude. Kelsey Ann Kendrick. Marina Manuli. Emily Catherine Komornick, University Honor Scholar, summa cum laude. Rebecca Lee Rubin, magna cum laude. Austin Thomas Musan. Leopoldo Danny Navarro, cum laude. Pamela Leeson Rosario. Giselle Marie Ortiz. Jonathan R. Kirby. Eric D. Keeler. M. Christiane Lee Lien.
Piccioni.
Anthony Joseph Piccioni. Stephen Harrison Oatway. Ashley R. Keenley. Kelsey May Robbins. Leah Louise Kent. Julia Diane O'Neill Corriera. Emily Rachel Ho, magna cum laude. Morgan Sarah Haggerty, cum laude. Kaylee Aaron Latham. Allison Page Newell, magna cum laude. Kyle Richard Mayers. Shay Elizabeth Ogle, magna cum laude. Joshua Kyle Miesemer, cum laude. Vivian Wen, magna cum laude. Simone Olga Jones McCarthy. Jessica Lee Powell.
Colin Arnold Delaney, cum laude. Rachel Lynn Caphammer, cum laude. Amanda Nicole Santoro. Melitz Mercado Rivera. Jessie Lynn Main. Sabrina Catherine Pratt. Ashley Lynn Hobbs, cum laude. Ruth Francis Madison. Justin Allen McCabe, cum laude. Bettina Rita Maglia. Laura Raquel Perez Handler. Eric Peter Laporte. May Alexander Prebit. Julia Kathlina Manamite. Haley Christine McLean. Megan Lee Kelly, magna cum laude. Sadef Keskin. Megan Noella McCone. Caitlin Elizabeth Robate.
Congratulations.
Emily Joanna Cohn, magna cum laude. Sierra Liana Marjorie Jean. Sophia Thomas Mulmurray. Emily Isadora Reeser. Jennifer Elmarie Phipps. Brittany Lynn Oliveira, magna cum laude. Gerard Paul Maroney III. Taylor Ray Hawkins. Allison Kendall Loopy, magna cum laude. Melissa Renee Roy. Natalie Jo Osman. Ronald Corey Kaiser. Fatima Jawad Kasmi. Matthew John Lindell, Dean's Distinction. Caitlin Renee Marcoux, cum laude. John Paul Lorange II. Tiffany Joy Pfeiffer. Laura Rose Duquette, magna cum laude.
Hello.
Rebecca Lee Mikolajek, cum laude. Melissa Lucia Melagano, magna cum laude. Edwin Mangal. Denise Yilmaz. Caitlin Ceccarelli. Johanna Lynn Colat. Michael Joseph Mastriana. Eugene Joseph McDonald, USMC. Alexandra Elizabeth Skates. Kaylee Kathleen Marrero. Thomas Jeffrey Rose. Joshua Bradford Palmer, magna cum laude. Danielle Elena Marie Rodriguez. Amanda Lorraine Pacelli. Mary Rebecca Plavnicki. Aaron Claude Perry. Samuel Murray Hausleb. Seth Paul McCulloch, cum laude. Sabrina Dawn Oken, magna cum laude. Catherine Rachel Schnittman. Brittany Jean Daybeck, cum laude. Michelle Terry, cum laude. Hannah Faye Miller, magna cum laude. Lauren Michelle Seymour. Kelly Elizabeth Sevo. Michaela Valerie Zagata, University Honors Scholar, magna cum laude. Megan Christine Velasquez, University Honors Scholar, magna cum laude. Erin Renee Strickland, cum laude. Alexis B. Appel, University Honors Scholar, summa cum laude. Daniel Solomon. William Wiley Malcolm, cum laude. Tyler Davis Hinde. Brianna Marie Torres. Erica Sanchez. Giovanni A. Valentin. Christina Onella Sinclair. Quanice Williams, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Towner. Tyler Suarez, cum laude. Caitlin Lee Tarini, magna cum laude. Sean Christopher Sayers. Emily Page Shield, cum laude. Gloria Danielle Washington. Jennifer Ann Schuler. Samantha Marie Skeels. Lindsay Marie Kahn, cum laude. Alexis Jane Stewart. Hannah Kate Sokolovsky. Nicolette Celine Aranabar. Janae Khadija Gonzalez. Sabrina Amelia Davis, summa cum laude. Lauren Taylor Sharn, magna cum laude. Lindsay Erin Pariolat, cum laude. Nicole Marie Salisbury, magna cum laude. Erica Marie Andrase, cum laude. Kayla Marie Shea, magna cum laude. Jasenia Maria Martinez, cum laude. Heather Ann Brisson. Akemi Sakurai Krakowiak, summa cum laude. Brianna M. Lopez, cum laude. Samantha Burgos. Carla F. Miritello Alonge, magna cum laude. Lauren Marie Whitmore, cum laude. Sarah Lynn Grenier. Michael Charles Marshall, summa cum laude. Rebecca Taylor Stewart. Leah Marie Pedaviano. Lily Vu. Nakia Joné Manjic. Josephine Gwyn Dorclus. Stephanie Victoria Madden, magna cum laude. Talia Rose Eris, summa cum laude. Madison Kathleen Relmondo, magna cum laude. Patrick Nato, magna cum laude. Alex John Slabinski. William Emile Rang IV. Haley Catherine Sweet. Bradley Walsh. Fabian Silva. Tamisha Avona Williams. Sonia Janice Bautzo, cum laude. Shoshana Jean Rigler. Eden Eve Rivera. Kelly Ann Barclay, magna cum laude. Danielle Nicole Beecroft. Lindsay Nicole Reed.
Jesse Marilyn Carmichael, magna cum laude. Lindsay Kate Meyer, magna cum laude. Lindsay Poulos. Jonathan Alton Hino, University Honor Scholar, summa cum laude. Joshua Victor Calabrese. Connor John Moylan. Nicole Lynn Azeltine. Holly Joan Dutko. Justin Thomas Duperry, cum laude. Luis Antonio Rosado. Yolaine Kaja. Yamundo Mustafa Jata. Destiny Chevelle Holmes. Marcos Esteban Falas. Vanessa Dene Vaquez. Carl John Grulke. Mackenzie Brower. Jenna Antonato Mango. Dana Marie Leidenberg, magna cum laude. Claire Marie Polino, summa cum laude. Ashley E. Martin. Melanie Mae Barney, cum laude. Nicole Frances Vignorita, magna cum laude. Nicolay Maxine Stewart. Brittany Marie Pita. Ashley Tangarone, magna cum laude. Morgan Catherine Kaiser. Emily Ann Bragg. Allison Rhea Dazavit. Madison Kelsey Gillo, magna cum laude. Walter Thomas Leo. Stephen J. Zwier IV. Alexis Lee Roberts. Kelly Marie Blanchette, cum laude. Shaquille Brown. Albert Boma Jima. Marvin Osei. Alexandra A. Adams. Kaylee Brianna Archangel, summa cum laude. Sean Thomas Ohm. Jacob Bradley Reynolds. Alex Michael Davenport. Sarah M. Maroon. Brittany Michelle Hay, summa cum laude. Michelle Susan Gluhusky, cum laude. Marjorie Rivera. Elizabeth Keltson Bach, magna cum laude. Brianna Susan Rice. Olivia Jacqueline Cameron. Arangelo Fiello Jr. Matthew Smith Even. Mitchell James Samal, cum laude. Robert James Sutton, magna cum laude. Vincent Lee Cho. Nicholas Weston Townsend. Matthew Shannon Barbarese, cum laude. Wesley Jose Velasquez. Joshua Robert Dornfeld, cum laude. Jack Henry Gardner. Catherine Rose Chamberlain. Megan Elizabeth Torsellini. Carolyn Elizabeth Mooney. Gabriela Elizabeth Brown. Brianna Lynn Winstead. Allison Nicole Johnson. Patrick Gregory Blessing. Joel Jacoby Hara. Joshua Elliott Bartosiewicz. Dylan P. Melody. Robert S. Diaz. Kurt John Stefancic. Kevin Robert Valou. Rachel Marie Makowitz, magna cum laude. Amber Lee McDonald. Ashley Victoria Houle, Dean's Distinction. Brianna Fortin. Catherine Quimby. Sydney Day. Matthew Stephen Sterner. Brandon Robert Sullivan. Laura Elizabeth Gorecki. Sydney Marie Sullivan. Kelsey Alexandra Smith, magna cum laude. Lisa Michelle Macari, magna cum laude. Courtney Lynn Gerio, cum laude. Christiana Alexis Toth. Megan Ann Harris. Victoria Noel Pisano. Brittany Lee DiLorenzo. Joseph Robert Seagun. Alec Benjamin Ethier. William Kenneth Fish. Kyle Richard Weiss. Joshua Bruce Hollahan. Margaret Ann Malia.
Kaylee Bridget Deere. Matthew Michael Hartman. Stephen Jeffrey Dolan. Michael Joseph Parlanti. Alyssa Cecilia Hancock. Melissa Ann Alice Godier. Michael Andrew Gargano. Kayla Marie Croft. Alexandra James Yerkes. Connor William Bernard. Danielle Mary Robillard, magna cum laude. Zachary Alexander Johnson. Morgan Alexandra Guimond. Elise Janelle Peterson, magna cum laude. Lee Taylor Savoy. Brittany E. Falcinelli. Anna Elizabeth Shannon. Sarah Beth Tonzi, University Honors Scholar cum laude. Caitlin Margaret Smith. Sarah Ann Messick, cum laude. Jasmine Lee Hubbard. Lindsay Armstrong Shafrick, University Honors Scholar, cum laude. Devin Scott Bedard. Michael Constant Parento. Ryan Michael Donovan. Ryan James Perry. Lashandra Brendel Hilson. Shannon Kelly Coleman. Samantha Rose Termene. Cynthia Marie Roland, magna cum laude. Ashley Michelle Bedard. Amber Jane Zorenka. Corey Jean Sorelli. Kyle Thomas Majewski. Kristen Marie Eckhorst. Annalisa Rita Erickson, cum laude. Caitlin Elizabeth Dubray, cum laude. Kirsty Leigh Mastroianni. Jillian Sosi. Stacy Ann Fumiati. Kaylee Ann Rue, magna cum laude. Brianna Taylor Grant. Megan Elizabeth Rogers, cum laude. Sarah Lynn Cole. Nathan Robert Gorgon. Eddie John Beltran. Karina Nazario, magna cum laude. Molly Jane Shannon. Kara Lynn Maloney. Gina M. Maglio. Elizabeth Ann Shoel, cum laude. Robert J. Berry, cum laude. Mitchell Donald Brousseau. Brett William Gelino, cum laude. Catherine Lee Dano. Courtney Lynn Blewett. Brianna Lynn Borgret. Reagan Elizabeth Decker, summa cum laude. Nathan Joseph Guarino. Morgan Ann Malif. Solveig Anna Millette, University Honors Scholar, magna cum laude. Sonia Nicole Gagnon, University Honors Scholar, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Jean Pelletier, magna cum laude. Patrick A. Skiba.
Zane Anthony Lombardo, cum laude. Ricardo Ivan Newball. Michael Christopher Segala, magna cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Denahan, University Honor Scholar, cum laude. Patrick Daniel Aspinwall. Nicholas Paul Zarnowski. Kelsey Ann Sinelli. Kristen Taylor Larson, cum laude. Bianca Causetta Squires. Kelsey Lynn Palazzo, summa cum laude. Lisa Christine Ferrari, magna cum laude. Philip Robert Moscato. Kate Mary Combs. Patrick Elizabeth Hennessy, cum laude. Alyssa D'Angelo. Ashley Marie Kelly. Brianna Rose Schnell. Cleon Fitzgerald Malish, Dean's Distinction. Lindsay Chartier, magna cum laude. Olive St. Fleur. Kurt O'Neill Turnier. Cameron Michael McCormack. Tyler James Hobar. Chelsea Ann Pantano. Casey Elizabeth Link. Leah Maureen Coffey. Lyndon Seth Patry III, Dean's Distinction. Maria Jizzy Taylor. Kayla Lynn Brooks. Sean Hunt. Gail Elizabeth Tilley, Dean's Distinction. Irene Violet Williams. David Setlinger. John Frank Lyons. Carol Janine Holstein, cum laude. Brianna Cordero. Leanna Versey Cotter. Jade Noel Mather. Lillian Kelly Laster. Stephen Wade Laflamme. Taylor Flynn. Lydia Zoredo Sanabria Alexander. Lee Kanika Katie Ann Ellis. Heather DeLuca, Dean's Distinction. Kathleen Marie Bennett. David Jean Cecil, cum laude. Danielle Marie Dumay. Michelle Durgan. Stephanie Salifi. Julie Margaret Stillman. Matthew Peter Fortin, Dean's Distinction. Amanda Danielle King. Eric John Moletoris. Datora Gadula. Laura Ruth Combs. Hannah Rose Murphy. Juan Russo. Marilis Mayanza, Dean's Distinction. Jillian Elizabeth Olderman. Stephanie Helen Russo. Griselda Rodriguez, summa cum laude. Heather Quintiliani, Dean's Distinction. Angelique Ward. DeAndrea Maria Knox. Victoria Melanie Jenkins. Datavia Victoria Jenkins. Morgan Marie McKinney. Deborah Martin, Dean's Distinction. Christelle Maria LaChapelle, Dean's Distinction. Robin Marie Pierce, Dean's Distinction. Virginia Desi Dykstra. Kathleen Isabella Veal, cum laude. Michael Paul Talazano. Michael Christopher Stachin, Dean's Distinction.
In a minute, can I do one name?
Samantha Nicole Courier. Melinda A. Poitras, Dean's Distinction. Carly Burgess.
Deborah Lee Stauffer, Dean's Distinction.
Marcia Richardson, cum laude.
Joyce Doris Geratelis Rowan. Bryan Jose Aquino. Alexandra Christina Vertiz. Andrew Rice. Christopher James Sullivan. Edward Lawrence Dorr. Timothy Stephen Riley. Cody Dean Carbone. Joseph Anthony Monaco III. Kyle James Waterbury. Norman Jarrell Ramsey.
Congratulations to the class of 2016!
As we near the end of these commencement exercises, I'd like to introduce Ms. Ellen Lang, class of 1981, and President of the Alumni Association Board of Directors, who will welcome the graduates.
Congratulations to the new graduates. I'm proud to be the first person to send you greetings after your degrees are conferred. The Eastern Alumni Board of Directors extends a warm welcome to you, your family, and friends. You're poised on the edge of greatness. Maybe you'll discover a cure for cancer, or you'll end the world's financial crisis. Perhaps you'll explore the deep sea, or be the first person to walk on Mars. But greatness doesn't have to be a huge monumental event. Greatness can be achieved by many small acts of kindness. To quote the naturalist, John Muir, when we try to pick out anything by itself, we find it hitched to everything else in the universe. While he applied this to the environment, it works well with people too. Making a difference in just one person's life can change many lives. You can be the person who lifts someone out of poverty, comforts a small child, helps a veteran, mentors a student, or visits an elder in a nursing home. The possibilities are endless. Through the Center for Community Engagement, many of you have already had a great start on volunteering. So don't stop now that you've graduated. Make time for others and you'll be rewarded tenfold. Remember to thank all of those who helped you make this journey possible. This may be parents, grandparents, spouses, partners, mentors, teachers, and friends. And just to mention, handwritten thank you notes are always appreciated, even in this digital age. And now it's your turn to give back to Eastern as well, and the opportunities are many. Support your favorite scholarships and programs. Be generous with your time and assist other students to make this remarkable journey. In closing, success is fairly simple. All you have to do is show up, work hard, give back, make contributions of your time and money, and you'll enjoy a wonderful, rewarding life. So again, congratulations, and I'll see you back on campus really soon.
Will all please rise as Father Larry Lapointe pronounces the benediction to the graduates.
Your names tell us a lot about you. We know from your names that you're gathered here from the 4 points of the compass, that you represent really what makes America great, that you've come here in your search for truth, that you represent, many of you, the first generation of your family to complete a post-secondary education. Your names are names to be proud of. We also know by looking at your names that there are some interesting facts that are found among you. Shakespeare said, "What's in a name? By any other name, would a rose not smell as sweet?" Well, we graduated a rose tonight, and a weed. You come in many colors, white and gray and several browns. A cavender, but no lavender. We know that you will probably push back the boundaries of the unknown and seek new horizons because we have graduated more than one Lewis and more than one Clark. We're very proud of our governors here in Connecticut, and we've graduated a Dempsey and an O'Neill. And in this presidential year, it bears mentioning that no less than 4 Adamses have crossed this stage: a Van Buren, a Pierce, a Kennedy, an Eisenhower, and more than one Johnson. Many of you are going into the ecology, and there are marshes and brooks among you. 2 lambs and a shepherd. A fish and a fisher. I hope you're not sitting next to each other. Two kings, a McQueen, and no prince. Oh. But there is a disco. And if disco weren't enough, there's a Bach and a Sousa. A saint and an archangel. And although only one of you bears the name, every one of you is a blessing. And now let us bow our heads. Today, the days of your life at Eastern Connecticut State University draw to a close, and a broader life opens before you. For the love you have known, for the opportunities which we have been provided, for the friendships which have been formed, and for the hopes that have been born in you, we give thanks. For every prompting of conscience and for every vision of the truth which has been revealed to you, we give thanks. Take from this time and this place the blessings of friendships formed, of wisdom gained, of knowledge acquired, of compassion known and learned. Go forward into the beckoning unknown, confident of the love and blessings of your family, of your friends, of this academic community, and with the blessings of God. May God bless you and keep you. May God's face shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you. May God grant you peace, shalom, salam, at the end of this day, at the end of each day, and at the end of all your days. Amen.
Thank you, Father Lapointe. Please be seated. As we come to the end of these proceedings, for everyone's safety, I ask that you please remain at your seat until the recessional is completed and the graduates have processed out. I declare this, the 126th commencement concluded.